First of all, good afternoon, all the people who came to this session. And here I will be going to explain you about the main tools like MS Visio, Balsamiq, and Azure RP. So in this, I will be going to explain in detail. So like why a BA need to use these tools and how you will be going to use these tools practically. I will be going to show you like what is like where you will be going to use mostly these tools and for what purpose also I will be going to explain in detail. Okay, so first of all we need to start from the scratch, right? So first I will be going to discuss about a BA. Okay, so who is this BA? Business analyst. So this business analyst, he will be going to be hacked like a he will be going to be act like a bridge between he will be going to act like a bridge between the client and the organization. Okay, so whatever the organization is there, it is like a like tech team. Okay, so in a simple way, the client will be going to be give the requirements. Okay, and BA will be going to be note down those requirements, and he will be going to understand the requirements, and then he will be going to make understand to the organizational technical team, right? So the BA, he will be going to gather the requirements, okay, and analyze those requirements, okay, and then we will be going then he will be going to make understand to the organizational technical team. Okay, so the technical team means like all the people will be going to be included, like developers, testing team, all the people, like he need to understand, like make understand in a clear way, right? So here a BA, after gathering the requirements by using the elicitation techniques. So there are few elicitation techniques. He will be going to be use this elicitation techniques and gather the requirements and analyze properly those requirements, and then he will be going to be document the requirements. Okay, so he will be going to gather the requirements, gathering requirements, and analyzing the requirements. So in this analyzing part, so after analyzing part, he will be going to prepare the documents like BRD, BCD, okay, and FRD and SRS, like this. Like BRD, business requirement document, and business case document, and functional requirement document, and software requirement specification document. Okay, this kind of documents he will be going to prepare to make understand to the technical team, right? So every time, like if for example you all are BS, okay, you think one of you you came up with one project to me, so I am the technical team, you think about that. So you have given a document, okay, so you will be going to use the document called like a BRD, FRD, and SRS. So you will be going to tell me that read this document and develop one application, means in that situation, so I will be not going to understand anything. And every time if I need anything, so I will be going to refer to the document. So it might be take some time, like more time to complete the project, right? So in this situation, okay, so in this situation, the BA, he will be going to modeling the requirements. So modeling the requirements is nothing but he will be going to use this UML diagrams, okay, and he will be going to create the wireframes, okay, and mockups and prototyping. Okay, so this UML diagrams. So he will be going to use this UML diagrams like use case diagram, activity diagram, and he will be going to create the wireframes. So the visual representation, like first of all, what is modeling requirements is nothing but it is visual representation to make understand to the technical team. Okay. it is a visual representation to make understand to the technical team. So when compared to explaining like without showing all these things, you will be not going to get understand anything about this main tools. So now I am clearly explaining by writing down in a one document called like Word document. So I am representing this and I am explaining. So you will be going to understand somewhat, right? If you miss one part also, you will be going to understand. Okay, so modeling requirements means visual representation like that, right? So in the same way, to make understand to the technical team, we will be going to do create the this wireframes, mockups, prototype, and we'll be going to draw this UML diagrams like use case and the activity diagrams. Okay, so these are very and most important things a BA need to do. Okay, so every time a BA will be not going to be writing down. Developers will be going to be writing down all the things, right? So reading out the documents and preparing the application, developing an application. So it will be going to take lot of time to them, right? So to avoid that, we will be going to create the visual representation that's called modeling the requirements. Okay, so this is most and important topics we are going to learn here. Okay, so let's start with just a minute, just give me a minute. I need to see Ankit, please you just erase the those things. Okay, yeah, just give me a minute. I will be going to set this settings. Yeah, thank you. I just selected all the things, like I've changed the settings. Thank you for your patience. So here, first of all, we will be going to learn about the UML diagrams. So why this UML diagrams and for what purpose a BA will be going to learn about this UML diagrams, and where we will be going to draw this UML diagrams in detail. Okay. So first of all, what is UML diagram? So what is mean by UML? So UML is like Unified Modeling Language. Okay. So UML means Unified Modeling Language. Okay, so in this unified modeling language, so there are two types of diagrams are there. Okay, so one is about static, okay, static diagrams, and the other one is dynamic diagrams. Okay, so here in this UML diagram we are having two types of diagrams. One is static and the other one is dynamic. So there will be 9 diagrams will be going to be there. So 5 belongs to static. Okay, so 5 belongs to static, and coming to this dynamic, we are having 4 kind of diagrams. Okay, so in this static we are having use case. Okay, and next is about class, and next is component state diagram, and next is package collaboration, and next is deployment. Okay, and coming to this dynamic, we are having sequence. Okay, and next is activity, and we are having state chart. Okay, and the other one is collaboration. Okay, so these 9 diagrams will be going to be available in the unified modeling language. So unified modeling language, it is a visual representation of requirements which we have gathered, okay, to make understand to the tech team. Okay, so we will be going to visually represent whatever the requirements we have gathered to make understand to the technical team by using these kind of diagrams. So for BA, these 9 diagrams are important means no. This BA will be going to be draw only 2 kind of diagrams, that is like a use case diagram. Okay, this use case diagram, and next is activity diagram. Okay, only these 2 diagrams will be going to be drawn by the BA, and the sequence diagram we need to understand only, like it is like a view purpose, like we will be going to be understand whatever the sequence diagram is, but we will be not going to be draw that diagram, but we need to know about the sequence diagram. This will be going to be drawn by the developers team. Okay, so this diagram will be going to be drawn by the developers team. Okay, but we will be going to be look into that, and we will be going to understand what the developers team trying to explain us. Okay, and here I will be going to explain you in detail about the use case diagram and the activity diagram. Okay, so coming to this use case diagram, so this use case diagram is nothing but it is a UML diagram which is used to show how a actor or else user is interacting with the system. Okay, so we will be going to show how the actor or this user, how an actor or else user is interacting with the system. Okay, and we can say this will be going to be in user perspective. Okay, so use case diagram, it is a UML diagram which is used to show how an actor or else user is interacting with the system in a user perspective. Okay, so we will be going to show like whatever the user is there, how we will be going to be interacting with the system. For example, here we will be going to take one example about one application. So many of the people you will be going to like use this Instagram, right? So here every time when you are logging into like if you are a new user to the Instagram, so what you will be going to do first, you will be going to register to that Instagram. So the Instagram will be going to be like when you downloaded the Instagram, so okay, so now you are a user. So what are the things you will be going to do, what the system will be going to be provided means, first the system will be going to be provided for you about this registration part, about your name you need to enter and your email or else in like your phone number and your username and then the password and the date of birth. All these details if you filled, then only it will be going to be registered to that Instagram. And later on if it if you registered successfully, then later on you will be going to get a login credentials, like with your username and password. You can enter into that Instagram and you can use the Instagram. So here the system is providing something to you. You are the user, you are entering some details into that system, like into that system, right? So in the same way, like we will be going to show that flow to the developers. So when they are installed that application, when they have opened that application, so they need to get this kind of details. The user, they need to get these kind of details, and user should able to enter the details of his or her, then he can register successfully, right? So in the same way, we will be going to show this to the development team. Okay, so if you have documented all the things, so the developers will be going to be somewhat confused about what kind of things they need to do. So if you have shown in this way some visually, so they will be going to understand what they need to do. Okay, so here in this use case diagram, so we will be going to use some components. Okay, so we will be going to use some components here in the use case diagram. So the components are like actors, use case, and then system boundary and relations. Okay, so here in the actors, so there are two kind of actors are there. There are like one is primary actor and the second one is secondary actor. Okay, and in the use cases, we will be going to have the essential use case and supporting use case. Okay, and system boundary, it will be going to be one, and in the relations we will be going to have like include and extend and generalization, and next one associate lines, or else we can call them as communication lines. Okay, so first of all, the actor means the user. He will be going to interact with the system, right? So in this actors also there are like a primary actor and the secondary actor. So this primary actor will be going to be initiate the task, and the secondary actor, he will be going to be support that actor. Okay, for example, like I will be going to tell you about this. So you think that this is like our COEPD. Okay, so here you will be going to log in with your credentials. Okay, you will be going to have your credentials, and if you will be going to enter these credentials, when you click on that login, then only you will be going to enter in your like system, like whatever the things like dashboard or else any other things, right? So here I just want to mention that you will be going to enter the details, like you are the initiating, you will be going to one who will be going to initiate this, right? So there will be going to be a primary actor, you will be going to be considered as a primary actor. Okay, so the one who will be going to initiate the task, they will be going to called as primary actors. And coming to the secondary actor, they will be going to support to complete the task. Okay, so like here the secondary actor, it will be going to be a person, or else it will be going to be a admin, like database admin, or else OS admin, like admins, like or either it will be going to be a system, or else it will be going to be a person. Okay, whereas the primary actor, he will be going to be a user. Okay, so the person who will be going to initiate, then he will be going to be called as a primary actor. So in this, I'm asking about now in Instagram. Okay, so you think that Instagram, so here you will be going to get to register. Okay, so like I open this Instagram, so registration, this registration process I will be going to do, right? So in this registration process, there will be like username, password, and like email, right? Then like I will be going to be consider like mobile number, right? So here, who will be going to be? the primary actor in this situation. So now I open this Instagram. Okay. So now I open this Instagram. Okay. So this is what about the Instagram. So who will be going to be entering these details, and who will be going to be responsible when I click on this login button? I will be going to enter into the Instagram. So who will be going to be responsible? Anyone? Yeah. Yeah, people, you need to answer like if you are interacting only, you will be going to get. Okay, all our people are mentioning user. Yeah, user will be going to enter, but user means who? Like I will be going to user, right? So what I am, like I'm a primary actor or a secondary actor, and who will be going to be secondary actor? Yeah, thank you for all the people responding. Okay, so here the user will be going to be the primary actor, and the secondary actor, he will be going to be that Instagram database admin. Okay, because here when we are logging into this Instagram means already we have an account, so we will be going to already register to that Instagram, right? So like when we have registered to that Instagram, they will be going to know our details. So when we are entering the username and the password, he will be going to fetch the details whether these details are correct or not, and he will be going to like he will be going to send us to move forward to use that Instagram application. If it is like we if we are entered the wrong credentials, okay, so something wrong credentials I have entered and I have clicked login, so it will be not going to be login, right? So in the same way we will be going to do it. Okay, so like this there will be a secondary actor and the primary actors. Okay, and coming to this essential and supporting use cases, like first of all, the actors will be going to be users, right? So it will be going to be represented like a human structure, one like stick man. Okay, so I will be going to show you when we are using this MS Visio. Okay, so for drawing this use case and activity diagrams, we will be going to use this MS Visio. So when we are using the tool, I will be going to explain, like I will be going to show you about this actor, how it will be going to looks like. And coming to this use cases. So this use cases, it will be going to be represented in oval shape. Okay. So here there are two types of use cases I've explained, right? So the essential use case, it will be going to be a main task what we need to do, and supporting use case says means like what are the tasks which we will be going to do. These use cases will be going to support the main task. So here let's consider this registration and the username and password, all the things. So this registration, it will be going to be considered as essential use case because the registration is the main task, and to complete this registration, these all are considered as supporting use cases. Okay, so this registration will be going to be comes under essential use case, and all these username, password, email, mobile number, they will be going to be considered as supporting use case. So in the same way, for the same Instagram, so here I will be going to mention as login. Okay, so for example, you take this COEPD only. So this username, password, and I have mentioned here both the things, right? So in this COEPD, username and password. So in this three, what it will be going to be private, like essential use case and supporting use case. Anyone from you? So what is the main task in this login, like username and password, and what are this supporting use case? Yeah, thank you, Ajay. So remaining people, yeah, username and password are supporting. Yeah, thank you for responding. All the people like Keer- Kirti Sharma and Santosh and Ajay. Thank you for responding. and the other one, so Naman. So you can use draw.io also, but we will be going to explain MS Visio. So we will be going to install that MS Visio for everyone. If it is not installed, so you can use draw.io. So like the Mac users who are there, we can't install those MS Visio version for that Mac users. So Mac is not supporting this MS Visio, like whatever the credentials we have for like premium version. So you can use draw.io. The same features will be going to be there. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. So thank you, man, for your reply. And Rishiraj, like if you want to know about all this installing, like again, you need to attend for the nurturing. Okay, you attend for the nurturing tomorrow. You will be going to understand how what they will be going to install and all the things. Yeah. So now, like you got right, what is essential and what is supporting and primary and secondary, right? So in the same way, so we need to differentiate this. Okay. So to differentiate the actors and the use cases, we will be going to set one boundary. Okay, that is called the system boundary. So this system boundary, it will be going to be differentiate like the actors and the system. Okay, so the actors will be going to be outside of the system boundary. It will be going to be shown in a rectangle shaped box, and the use cases will be going to be displayed inside the system boundary. So it will be going to be represented rectangle box. Okay, rectangle shaped box. Okay, so inside the box, we will be going to represent this use cases, and outside the box, actors will be going to be represented. Okay, so you got right. So what are the things are, and coming to this relationships. Okay, so let's consider about these relationships. So in these relationships, we are having like these types, right? So include, extend, generalization, and communication lines. So here, so this use cases are like we are having essential use case and supporting use cases, right? So we will be going to be show some relationship between this essential use case and the supporting use case. So for that purpose, we will be going to show we will be going to use include relationship, extend relationship, or else generalized relationships. And coming to this actors and the essential use case, so here we will be going to show the relationship between these actors and the essential use case. So here we will be going to use some communication lines. Okay, and for this essential use case and supporting use case, we will be going to be show some relationship by using this include, extend, and generalization. So include means mandatory things, and extend means not a mandatory things. Okay, so include means it is like mandatory. Okay, and extend means it is a kind of not mandatory. Okay, and generalization means, so this will be either not a mandatory, it will be going to be like we can say it is like a neutral. Okay, so either it is like a mandatory, it will be not going to be mandatory. So for this I will be going to give some example. Okay, so for registration, okay, so you think, so I will be going to like represent like I just want to create one application. Okay, so for that application, so it is based on this e-commerce website. Okay, I'm creating one e-commerce website. Okay, so for that website, I just want to like give such features. Okay, only limited features will be going to be available over there. First of all, they need to register to my e-commerce, and then they will be going to log into that, and they can buy the products. Okay, whatever the products are mentioned in that application. Okay, so here we will be going to like use this extend and include where means, so for registration. Okay, so I will be going to give only three options. Okay, so one is like username, they need to enter their username, password, and the email. Okay, only these three things are mandatory. Definitely they need to enter their username, password, and mobile number. Okay, so this mandatory things are username, okay, and password and their email. So like the other two features also I will be going to mention. One is DOB, is date of birth, or else the other thing is like mobile number. If he wants to enter his mobile number, he can enter his mobile number. Okay, so why I am considering is as extend means, so these are not a mandatory things. Just these three things are enough to register to my application. Okay, so we will be going to show to the developers to make understand them. So these are mandatory. If they fill this only, then they will be going to be registered to my application. So let's consider for the login. Okay, so for the login, so we will be going to use this username and password. So if we are having this login, okay, so for login, there will be a username, right? And password, and other one is forget password. Okay, so can you please tell me what will be going to be include and what will be going to be extend? Yeah, people. For login, I just want for login. So I am giving three. Okay, so this is like essential use case, right? So as per your knowledge, this is essential use case. I am mentioning E, and these all are supporting use cases. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. You are understanding each and everything. So yes, people, this two R will be going to be includes. Okay, so this will be going to be considered as includes, and this forgot password, it will be going to be considered as extend. Okay, so you got right what is include, what is extend, what is this how we will be going to give the relationship. And now it comes to generalization. Okay, so here this generalization will be going to be mostly used for the payments one. Okay, like example I am explaining. So we are giving an option to the customer, like it is like an optional thing. So if we want to do that essential use case, if we want to complete that essential use case, then the user need to choose one option among the those option, whatever the options given by the database admin, or else the whatever the application owner. Okay, for example, let's think about this payment. So for the payment, we will be going to give UPI, okay, cash on delivery, and next is cards, right? So I'm giving this three option to that user for doing this payment. So here, what will be going to be essential use case and what are the supporting use cases? Can you tell me what is payment means? Yeah. So payment will be going to be essential, and these three are will be going to be considered as supporting use cases. So here, these three options will be going to be given by me to the user. So they need to choose among these three. So here we can use this as a generalization, because if he wants to complete this, if he wants to do the payment, he need to choose among these three. So we are not telling that choose either, like you need to choose definitely, and we will be not going to tell them this is not a mandatory one. So if we want to do that payment, if we want to complete the task, so for example, I open that Amazon, and I have log into that, and I just wants to buy this two or three products. So I will be going to buy, add to cart. I will be going to when it comes to payment one, so I don't have money at that moment, I will be going to back, right? So it is, if it is, if I want to do that payment, definitely I need to choose any one among these three. So in this situation, we will be going to use this generalization. Okay, so this is what about the relationships, and this is what about the use case diagram. So these are the components like actors, okay, and system boundary, and the use case, and relations. Okay, so these are the components are there in the use case diagram. Okay, so now you got what is use case diagram, right, all the people, and let's come to this activity diagram. So this activity diagram is also one of the use case, sorry, UML diagram. It will be going to be show the system flow. Okay, so it will be going to show the system flow. It is a UML diagram which represent the system workflow. Okay, how the system will be going to be work, how the system need to work, we will be going to show, and this will be going to be considered as like system perspective. Okay, so here this use case diagram is a user perspective, and here this activity diagram, it will be going to be considered as a system perspective. Okay, and we will be going to show the system workflow, right? So yeah, Srinath, we will be going to draw the sample diagram also. Don't worry about that. Okay. So don't worry about that. We will be going to use that tool also. Okay. So coming to this use case diagram, it will be going to represent how the user will be going to be interacting with the system. But when it comes to activity diagram, we will be going to show the system workflow. The system workflow means, for example, so if you want to complete the registration process, so here what you will be going to do means for registration, first you will be going to enter the username, right? And password and your details like email and mobile number. Okay. And then there will be a button called register. So when you click on this button register, you will be going to be registering to that application, right? So this flow we need to show to the user. Okay, so this flow we need to show the developers team, like to make understand that the user need to know about this. So for example, here when you open any application, for example, let's think about the other application for uh, what we'll be going to have. Yeah, you will be going to consider this Instagram. So when you enter this Instagram, okay, so create new account means it will be going to ask about your mobile number or else email and password and date of birth, your full name and any username. And if you click on the submit button, then only we will be going to register to that, right? So this flow should be shown to the user. So when when he clicks on this submit button, then only it will be going to be like registered to that Instagram. So this flow should be shown. Okay. So here we will be going to use some components in the activity diagram. Okay. So the components like activity diagram is uh, are first we will be going to use start node. First we will be going to start. So the start node will be going to becomes, and then activity, what activity we are doing, and then next is like control flows. Okay, control flows. So this control flows will be going to be represent the flow like lines. Okay, and next is about fork and join and branch and merge. Okay, and next will be going to be some decision box, and the next thing is about . 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . . . . . . 。 . . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . guard conditions. Okay, so this decision box and guard conditions are both are like interlinked. So we'll be going to consider decision box guard conditions. Okay, so here we will be going to see Srinath, you just wait for my explanation. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can write down in a book and you can ask in the doubt last of the session. Okay, so that button and radio button, all the things I will be going to explain in it in detail when we are using the MS Visio application. Okay, so if you are having, if you know those things, like try to keep whatever the things you know, you just leave it, and whatever the things you are now you need to learn or you don't know, you just listen to the class. You will be going to understand each and everything. Okay, so coming to the start node, sorry, the last will be going to be end node. Okay, so coming to the start node, we will be going to start with the start node. It will be going to be like a circle. Okay, so the circle shape it will be going to be displayed, and the activities it will be going to be rounded rectangle box. Okay, and control flows, these are the lines. Okay, and coming to this fork and join, so it will be going to be available with lines I will be going to show. And coming to this branch and merge, we will be going to use like rhombus shaped or else diamond shaped boxes. Okay, and this decision box will be also diamond shaped boxes. Okay, and the end node will be going to be considered as a circle. So the same thing will be going to be here and here. So that the difference you will be going to find in the MS Visio. Okay, so let's start with this MS Visio. Okay, so in this MS Visio, we will be going to have this UML model. So in this UML model, okay, so you will be going to have activity, collaboration, and all those things. But as a BA, we will be going to use case and activity diagrams, right? So first I will be going to show you the components which we will be going to use. Okay, so let's start with the use case diagram. So the system boundary, this will be going to be known as a system boundary, and here we will be going to draw the system flow. Okay, and coming to this use cases, so this use cases will be going to be mentioned here, and the actors, so the actors will be going to be represented in this way. Okay, and for this use case, essential use case and supporting use cases will be going to be there, right? So this use cases will be going to be considered in this way. So this will be going to be considered as a use case, and these all are like supporting use cases. Okay, so coming to this communication lines. Okay, so we will be going to use this communication lines to the actor. See, Prashant, no one is telling about the noise, and you are the one who you are the one who is telling about the noise. So please check in your mobile. Okay, I think from your end something is default, because I got only one request from your side is like some noise is there. But there is a quiet place. I am sitting in one room and I am explaining all these things. Okay. And coming to this, we need to give some relationship, right? So here you can see this extend. So this extends will be going to be represented in the upward direction. Okay, so the extend will be going to be represent in the upward direction. And coming to this include, there will be no include in this whatever the components. So we can consider this uses as include. Okay, so this uses will be going to be include, and this will be going to be represented downwards. Okay, so please look into this arrows. Okay, the uses will be going to be downward and the include will be going to be upward. And coming to this generalization, I will be going to explain the generalization later on when we are going with this payment section. Okay. So let's start this whatever the diagrams like use case diagram. So I will be going to show you about this use case diagram in a clear way. So what we will be going to do. So let's consider. Okay. Let's consider about our like whatever the e-commerce website. Okay. Let's consider a e-commerce website. So I will be going to name this e-commerce website. So for this class, just a moment. The person who joined in this class is like MJ something. She came with that MJ, he or she, I don't know. Sorry. So we will be going to mention this MJ, okay? MJ Mart, okay? So this MJ Mart will be going to be our name, okay? So let's consider this MJ Mart. This is an e-commerce website. So this in this, I just want to give like the user should register to my application and then he can log in and then we can buy the products. Okay, so let's like in detailed version I will be going to explain you. And like you think that you are a developer. Okay, now I am drawing in front of you this use case diagram, so you should also involve in this. Okay, so let's consider this use case, the first use case. So I will be going to mention this first use case. So when you double click on this, so this is a drag and drop. Okay, so all of you know this, we can drag it and drop it here. Okay, so when you double click on this, you will be going to get and you can rename this. Okay, so I will be going to mention this as register. Okay, so the register, so for this registration I'm giving 4 to 5 options to that user. So one is like username, and the other name is other one is like a password. Okay, and this one it will be going to be considered as email. And I just want to give another use case also. So this will be going to be considered as mobile number. Okay, so this mobile number and username and password and email, they need to fill out this all the things. Okay, then only they can register to that application. So here I will be going to give what I need to give. Can you explain for the supporting use cases? So there are 58 members and only 3 to 4 members are like answering every time. Yeah, Dheeraj, Srinath, Ankit, Srinath, that is not exclude. Okay, so here we will be going to make mandatory things, right? So I'm, yeah, those are not extend. Okay, so these all are mandatory things that will be going to be considered as include. So when it is include, then we will be going to be mentioned as this uses here. Okay, and we will be going to give the relationship as include to each and every supporting use case and the essential use case. Okay, okay, so here these all are mandatory, right? Username, password, and mobile number and email. So here we will be going to queue for the registration for see Srinath. So mandatory is include, okay, not mandatory is known as extend. And here we will be going to show this include and extend to represent the relationship in between the essential use case and the supporting use case. Okay, these all are known as supporting use case, and this will be going to be essential use case. Okay. See, man, email is supporting use case. Okay. So till now, I have explained in detail, right? What are essential and what are supporting. Okay. So after registration, okay. So this actor will be going to be known as user. Okay. So this actor will be going to be initiate the task, right? So now I will be going to be consider the secondary actor, the one who will be going to be support. So who will be going to be support means here I will be going to mention this supporting actor as DB admin. Okay. Database admin will be going to be support to complete this task. So the user he will be going to initiate the task and for the registration purpose, and DB admin, database admin, he will be going to be like support to complete this task. Okay. So you can use many more features. For example, if you want to color to this, you can color in this way. Okay. Whatever the color you can select, you can color according to that. Okay. So to represent that registration is like a essential use case, and these all are the supporting use cases. Okay. So you can use those kind of things also, right? And coming to this, next thing is about login. Okay. Let's consider this login. Okay. So for this login, there will be only three items like username, password, and forgot password mostly. So I want to give only these three things. Okay. So one is like username, and the other one is like password, and this one will be going to be forget password. Okay. So for this supporting use cases, what are the include and what are the extend? So what are the include one, what are the extend one? Please mention. Yeah, Ajay. So Ajay, you are like doing good. Okay. So username and password will be going to be considered as include, and the remaining one is extend. Okay. So thanks for responding all the people, Rupa, Santosh and Krishna, Rohit. So if the people who will be going to involve, they will only get the knowledge. Okay. And Uma and Vaishali, all the people, thank you. So here we will be going to be consider this forgot password as extend. Okay. And coming to this username and password will be going to be considered as include. Okay. So here the user. Okay. So when you are mentioning about this communication lines from, see, Naman, if you have any doubts, okay, your chat is visible. Okay. That is the reason I am responding to everyone. Okay. So here you will be going to be considering, you will be going to give the relationship from the hand of the user only. Okay. Every time you need to drag this line from the hand of the user. So for this, here you can see it came in between this supporting use case. So I just want to clearly mention, for that purpose, when you click on this right side, okay, from like the mouse right click, when you click on that, you will be going to get this right angular connector. When you select this option, it will be going to be considered in this way. It will be going to be changed in this way. Okay, so like that you will be going to like represent this communication line to the user and the essential use case. Okay, so this user will be going to be like initiating this login, and this DB admin will be going to be supporting to complete this. Okay, so this is how the registration and login is completed. So after login, so I will be like displayed some products. Okay, so these products will be going to be mentioned as product catalog. Okay, product catalog. So in this product catalog, yeah, so in this product catalog, I will be going to give the user to search the products. Okay, and to filter the products. Okay, so one is search the products. Okay, you can search, or else you can filter the products, or you can add to cart the products. Okay, so these three options I have given. So let's consider, so I am the user. So I opened this and I log into my whatever the application, and I just saw this products, and I have logged out from that application. So whether I have reached this search filter or add to cart, no, right? So here what we can consider, so what relationship we can give. Yeah, Kirti Sharma. Yeah, all will be going to be extend, and Bharat also. Bharat add to cart is extend. No, so Kirti, yeah, you are right. So this will be going to be extend. Okay, so all these three will be going to be extend, because we will be not going to be like use any three of three, like any one of three these options, like we are telling to user just to log in and register to our application. Later on, if you want to buy, you can buy, or else if you don't want, you can. So if we enter to the product catalog, just it will be going to be like he can search, or else he can filter, or else he can add to cart, right? So it is like his or her wish. So he will be going to search for the product, but he will be not going to add to the cart, right? So there is no like mandatory things we are giving to the user that do these kind of things or do that kind of things. Okay, so here the user will be going to be initiating the work, so I am considering this product catalog. Okay, so I am giving the relationship communication line, and in the same way here also for this DB admin will be going to be support to complete the task. Okay, and let's consider. Okay, so you think, like I have searched for the products and filtered the products, or else like I have added to the cart. Okay, so let's consider after this product catalog. So if I liked one product, so what I will be going to do, so I will be going to be add to the cart, right? So first of all, I will be going to add to the cart. So I am giving a essential use case, add to cart. Okay, so in this add to cart, so I will be going to be considering, I'm giving this three options. One is favorite, so you can mention the favorite ones, or else he will be going to be like buy now. Okay, he just want to buy, he can buy, or else he will be going to be just added to guy buy later option. Okay, so he can add to this favorites, or else if he want to buy instantly he can buy, or else buy later option. So he can directly buy after like few days or any other days. So I am giving this three option to the user. So here also in the same way we will be going to use all extend. Yeah, Bharat, all the extend, yes, good. So all extend will be going to be mentioned here. So thank you people for responding. So all the extents will be going to be given here. Okay. So if I add it to the cart, so the next thing what I will be going to do, if I click on the buy now. Okay. So I need to do the payment for that, right? So let's consider the payment for the next essential use case. Okay. So the next essential use case is payment. So this payment, so for this payment, what are the options we'll be going to give means UPI, cash on delivery, and cards. Okay, so UPI, COD, and cards. Okay, so we are giving this three options here for the user. So here I will be going to be use the extend. Okay, so here extend will be going to be taken, but this payment, like previously I mentioned as generalization, right? So we don't have any generalization here. So for making this extend as a generalization, we will be going to double click on this, and here you can see the stereotype. So if you click on this blank one, so it will be going to be considered as a generalization. Okay, so in the same way we will be going to do for all the things. Okay, so I will be going to be change the stereotype into blank. Okay, yeah, login and product catalog, there will be no relationship. Every essential use case will be going to be support, like have a separate one. Okay, and why we have added to cart again? What is this again as separate use? Oh, again, okay. So this why we have added means the separate one. If we have done, if we have entered add to cart, so what is the flow? Okay, so here we will be going to enter our details here itself. Why we are entering these details? To support this, right? In the same way, this will be going to be support act like a supporting use case here in the product catalog. But when it comes to when we click on this, we will be going to mention about the favorite and all the things. So I'm like considering only few use cases, okay, to make you understand. So if you click on this filter, so it will be going to we can filter by location. For this also you can write the separate use cases. Okay, so to make understand you people, it make it in a simple way, I am like mentioning only few things. Okay, so here we have used generalization. How we have used this generalization means uh Abhinav, so just you take this extend, double click on this. Here you can see this extend, right? This sorry, stereotype, right? Here it is mentioned as extend. you change it as into blank one. So it will be going to be considered as generalization. Okay. So after the payment, so you need to get the order details, right? So this order details, so in this order details, I will be going to send to your mobile number and your email. Why? Because we are giving optional thing in the payment one. When it comes to add to cart, he will be, if we want to complete the payment one, he need to choose any of these three. Here we will be not, he will be not going to choose any among these three. Directly he can buy, right? Directly he can choose like he will be going to selecting add to cart, and he will be going to out of that, and he will be going to like later on he can buy, or he can buy at that moment itself. So that is the reason we are not considering these things are like as a generalization. When it comes to payment, so if this use case should be completed, then these three should be like considered as generalization. He need to choose any one among these three. Okay. So here in order details, I will be going to give SMS. Through the SMS, you will be going to get for your mobile number, and here like email, a mail will be going to be sent to your email ID, which you have given to that DB admin. Okay. So here, yes, man, like Bharat, these two are include only. Okay. So these two are mandatory things. Definitely we need to do. So that is the reason it will be going to be mentioned as include. So for this payment, the user will be going to be initiated. Okay. So I am considering the payment, and for the payment, like we have mentioned UPI and cards, right? And COD. So this actor will be going to be changed as payment gateway. Okay. So payment gateway means like we can consider Phone Pay, Google Pay, whatever it is, like third party resources will be going to be known as payment gateway. Okay, he will be going to be take responsible to complete the payment one. Yeah, yeah, Divya. You just raise your doubt here. I will be going to explain in between. And for the order details also, I will be going to change the actor. So this delivery people will be going to be there, right? So the delivery one who will be going to be responsible for all these delivery activities. So for home delivery, he will be going to take care by sending this SMS and email, and he will also get this SMS and email. So he will be going to be considered for the secondary actor. And for user only we will be going to send, right? So we will be going to give a relationship for the user. Okay, so this is how we will be going to draw the use case diagram. So the user, he will be going to be register and then log in, and then product catalog, he will, after login, he will be going to enter into the product catalog. See, Naman, there is a huge difference. Okay, include means mandatory he need to enter, or else mandatory he need to do. Whereas for the generalization, we are giving an option to him, but he need to do that. Okay, we are giving an option, but to complete this payment one, definitely you need to choose any one among these three. But here we are not considering like that. He need to definitely enter his username and password. Then only he can log into that. Yeah, generalization used in the payment one. Yeah, secondary actor only, Anish. Payment gateway is also considered a secondary actor. Okay, so after product catalog, he will be going to add to the cart, and then he will be going to buy a payment, like he will be going to buy that product, and he will be going to do that payment, he will be going to get the order details. So like this, we will be going to make understand to the development team. So if you want to draw in detail, you can draw in detail for each and everything. For example, here you can see the filter. For the filter also, there you can describe the other essential use case, and you can mention about which filter he need to choose. That will be going to be considered as extend. Okay. So this is how we will be going to draw the use case diagram to make understand to the development team. And coming to this next one, so we will be going to draw another page. Okay. So in another page, we'll be going to draw this activity diagram. Okay. So here you can see this activity diagram. So what are the things we need to have, like use means like what are the components are there means this is like initial state. So we'll be going to call this as a start node, and this is action state. Okay. So it is like rounded rectangle shape, and this control flows will be going to be used to show the relationship in between these two, like action states. Okay. And this will be going to be considered as fork. Okay. So here you can see how the fork will be going to be displayed, and the join how it will be going to be displayed. Here you can see. So this will be going to be used, and the diamond shape is used for decision box. Like here you can see the decision box, right? So diamond shape will be going to be used for the decision box, and the other thing is like for the branch and merge also. And at the end, we will be going to use the final state. Okay. And this control flows will be going to be used to show the flow. Okay. So these are the things will be going to be used. These are the components will be going to be used in the activity diagram. So first I will be going to show you about these diagrams. Okay. So like I will be going to consider like a normal flow for you, how it will be going to be described. So I will be going to start with the start node. Okay. And I will be going to consider this registration process. Okay. So register. See, Naman, we will be not going to explain by using draw.io. Sorry, we will be going to use this tool only. If you want to learn, if you want to know about draw.io, same things, same components will be going to be used. Okay, most of the people here they will be going to use MS Visio. We will be going to show this in the MS Visio. So later on, you can by using this draw.io, you can practice. Okay, don't worry. Same things will be going to be there in there also. Okay. Yeah. So registration, for registration we'll be going to have the username, right? And the other action state will be he will be going to enter the password, and next later on email, and here mobile number. Okay. So I just want to show the flow. Okay. So for registration, how it will be going to be. Okay. And end, it will be going to be a final state. So we need to show to that developer, right, in a good way. So we'll be going to be consider this, and we'll be going to give the control flows to register. So when the user starts, when he enter into that register, he will be going to enter username, and then the password will be going to be entered by the user, and then he need to enter his email ID. Okay. So after that email ID, you need to enter the mobile number. So after entering all the details, the registration part will be going to be completed. So that is the reason we will be going to show as a final string. Okay, so this is a normal flow. We'll be going to show to the developers team that this for this registration process, it will be going to be considered in this way. So for now, okay, for this is a normal flow which have used for you people to make understand. Okay, so later on the next page, I will be going to mention about I will be going to show about the decision box, how it will be going to be used. So here I will be going to start with this initial state, and the action is about login. Okay, we'll be going to be consider this login. So for this login, he need to enter the credentials like username and the password, right? So I am mentioning about username and the password, and here password. Okay, so I will be going to mention this control flows to show the flow of this login. Okay, so after username, he will be going to be entering this password, and here we can use the decision. Okay, so how we will be going to use this decision means, so if we enter the right credentials, okay, if the user enter the right credentials, then he will be going to be login successfully. Okay, for decision makings, we will be going to use this decision box. Okay, so if he enter right credentials, he will be going to be login successfully. Okay, so he will be going to be login successfully if he entered right credentials. Okay, and the flow will be going to be ended by this final state. Okay, so now you will be going to get the doubt like if the user is not entering the correct credentials, so again he will be going to redirect to that login page, right? So now you need to get the doubt. So what is the flow? It means like how the developers will be going to know about this. Like if we enter the right credentials or wrong credentials means here we will be going to show the guard conditions. So to show the guard conditions, here you can see this flow right after diamond shape. Like after this, here you will be going to show the guard condition. So when you double click on this flow, you here you can see this guard right. You just click on this guard, you will be going to get enter, like you will be going to get an entry box, like can enter whatever the things you need. So if it is valid, okay, so click on OK. So if it is valid, so it will be going to be logged in successfully. So if it is not valid, for this not valid, we are showing this right. So you just double click on this, enter the guard condition as invalid. Okay, so it will be going to show as invalid. Yeah, whatever it is, Santosh. So it is like uh, username or password, whatever it is, like credentials are entered success correctly, then he will be going to be successfully completed the login, and he can enter to that login the page, next page. If he did not enter, then it will be going to be redirect. So for this redirection, you can take this control flow. Okay, you can drag to this login directly. Okay, and you right click on this mouse, and here you can see right angle connector. So this if you drag this one like this, it will be going to be considered the line. Okay, so like whatever the doubts you are having, you just we will be going to discuss it later. Okay, so coming to this next one, I will be going to show you about how to use this fork and join. Okay, so let's consider this. Start with the initial state, and now the fork and join how we will be going to use means, like for example, we will be going to take this order details. Okay, so for this order details, we will be going to be consider this fork firstly. Okay, so how this fork is used and why is used means, so all of you know about the spoon, the fork spoon, right? So it will be going to be consisting of these three sticks, right? So this three sticks, it will be going to be like the whatever the height of the three sticks, it will be going to be same as, like when we want to pluck any fruit, so directly we will be going to that when we use that fork, so it will be the three sticks will be going to be entered parallelly into that fruit, and then it will be going to be plucked and we can eat, right? So here also in the same way, when the flow, okay, when the work is done parallelly, both the works are done parallelly, then it will be going to be considered as a fork and join. Okay, so that is the reason we'll be going to be mentioning here this, using this fork and join for the order details, because so when it considered comes to use case diagram, when we have drawn the order details, the it will be going to be sent SMS and mail, right? So this both the things will be going to be done parallelly. So when the payment is successfully done, the order details and the SMS will be going to be like sent to your mobile number as a SMS, and for your mail ID, like email ID through an email, right? So we will be going to show that flow here. So the SMS and the email, okay, and this will be going to be SMS. So here you can see how these control flows are there, like for the fork. So in the same way, I will be going to show this control flows as it is, it displayed over there. Okay, and this control flow also is okay. So now this both the things will be going to be joined at one place. Okay, so why we are joining at one place means, the both the things will be going to be sent by to this only one user, right? So the SMS and email, it should be sent to one user only. So if I ordered any food or any like product, so SMS if I got, the email will be going to be sent to me only, not to the other person, right? So in the same way, like we will be going to join at one place, so the whatever the things are joined here. Okay, so we will be going to join, and here one action state will be going to be mentioned. This action state, it will be going to be considered as sent to user. Okay, and the flow will be going to be ended here itself. Okay, so this flow will be going to be mentioned in this way. Okay, and okay, so this is how we'll be going to use this fork and join. Okay, and next one, I will be going to explain about the branch and merge. Okay, so coming to this branch and merge, I will be going to take an example of this payment one, because so here why I am using this branch and merge means, so this payment one, we are giving an optional thing, we are branching. So for a tree, there are so many branches, and for every branch, if there is like a fruit, we will be going to pluck that fruit for that branch only. So let's consider this payment one. Okay, for this payment, we are giving three options, like three branches. So the user will be going to choose any among like any one among those in the tree, right? So in the same way, like we will be going to like consider this branch, and at one place we will be going to merge, right? So the first thing is about payment one. Okay, And what action will be going to do means will be going to be considered as decision box. Okay, so this decision box for payment, we are giving three options. Okay, so the three options are nothing but one is cash on delivery and UPI COD. Okay, and cards. So we will be going to show the flow of this branch in this way. Okay, so you can use this right angular connector. Okay, for this. Okay, and the user will be going to be choose only one option among these three. So let's consider it will be going to be branched at one place. So he can choose any one among these three, right? So either it will be going to be COD, or else it will be going to be card, or else it will be going to be UPI. Okay. Object flow connector will be not going to be used in this. Just it can be used in different cases. Okay, so for example, object flow is like not a component. Like previously they are using, in modern days they are not using this object flows, so it is not required. So like for now it is not mentioned in any flows. Like previously they used to show in this like when we are using these objects. Okay, so like in this flow also they can use, but nowadays all the people are considering the control flows only. Okay, yeah, swim line is the different thing. So the if we have done like four activity diagrams, right? So these four activity diagrams, if we displayed at one place, then it will be going to be a swim lane. Okay, so let's consider this will be going to be like merged at one place, and we can mention it as successfully done. Okay, payment successfully done. Okay, and the final state will be going to be ended. So if you want to show this flow in a different way also, you can show. How means, so let's consider, okay, let's consider this as a decision box. Okay, so I will be going to make the difference between the decision box and this branch and merge. Okay, so let's consider this as a decision box. If the payment is done successfully, okay, if the payment is done successfully, okay, so you will be going to get payment successfully done. If he did not done the payment successfully, then again he will be going to redirect to the same page here, this payment page, and again you need to start the process. Okay, so this will be going to be applied a guard condition, like payment is yes. Okay, let's consider yes. Okay, here payment is not done successfully, not done, then it will be going to be displayed not as not. Okay, so the here when we are considering, like when we are giving any guard condition after this decision box or else to this decision box, like diamond shape box, we will be going to be considered as a decision box. If we are not using any guard conditions to the diamond shape box, then it will be going to be considered as either branch or else merge. Okay, so these are the components will be going to be used for the activity diagrams, and this is how we will be going to show the flow. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you just, yeah. So let's start with the wireframes. Okay, till now we have discussed about this activity, sorry, use case and activity diagrams. So first we will discuss about the wireframes. Okay, so wireframes are nothing but, so it is like a rough sketch. Okay, rough sketch of the user interface. Okay, so user interface is nothing but this one. So now you are looking into the screen. Okay, so I have this tabs. Okay, so when I move this tab here, I will be going to get what is there in the tab. So when I move this tab, what is there in the tab, I should know like this, right? So this user interface, so here we are having this file. When we click on this file, okay, when we click on this edit, when we click on this view, we are having all these options, right? So to make understand to the development team that here this color should be used. Okay, okay, this icon should be used and this outline should be used. We need to explain to them. If we explain it, he will be not going to get understand about what we are explaining, what color we need to. So we need to draw that whatever the user interface, and we need to explain to him in that way visually. Okay, so wireframe is nothing but it is a rough sketch of UI. So with pen or pencil we will be going to draw this wireframes. Okay, so like pen or pencil, like we will draw that roughly about here. We will be going to have this file, edit, view, insert, and all these things, and here we will be going to get these options, and all these things we will be going to mention in a clear way. Okay, so now, like if that rough sketch will be not going to be understandable for that developers, right? Because in that rough sketch we are not using any like colors and all those things, just we are roughly drawing that this is what the features that in that application should be, right? So here, for better understanding, okay, so I think editing, okay, so for better understanding, like rough sketch means you can also draw, Nikita, you can also draw about like you can take one pen or paper, you draw this one box, and you can mention like the here we will be going to get the options for the user, and here the share option. Okay, and here the icon like that. Okay, so so to make understand in a better way by using colors and all those things, we will be going to create the mockup. Okay, mockup is like a visual representation by adding some color and adding some navigations to that pages. Okay, and when it comes to prototyping, we will show some functionalities. We will add some colors and we will be going to show some functionalities to it. Okay, so it is some advance to the wireframes. Okay, it is some advance to the wireframes, and prototype is advance to the mockups. Okay, it is advanced to the mockups. Here we show some functionalities and validations to the tech team. Okay, what is this functionalities and validations? I will be going to explain in detail. Okay, don't worry. Here, adding colors. Okay, so we will use for drawing this mock-up, we will use Balsamiq, and for prototyping, we will use Azure. Okay, so First of all, Balsamiq is used for drawing the mockup. You remember this, and Azure RP is used to draw for prototyping. So I will be going to give some good example for you. Okay. So wireframe is nothing but it is like a skeleton. Okay. It's like a skeleton of a human body. You think only bones are there. Okay. And when it comes to mockup, we are adding some colors to that skeleton. We are adding some flesh and colors to that skeleton. And prototyping means we are adding life, like we are giving some life to that body. We have added colors and all eyeballs and nose color, all the things we have added. We gave flesh. Now we are adding some functionalities, like we are giving some life to that body. So that body will be going to be run, dance, jump, whatever he wants, he will be going to do. Okay. So you think wireframe is like a skeleton, mockup is like adding some flesh, okay, some flesh and colors to that skeleton, okay, and prototyping we are giving some functionalities. So when we are giving life to that body, he can jump, dance, he can drive, he can swim, whatever he want he can do. Okay. So like I will be going to use some tools like Balsamiq and Azure. I will explain to you in a good way like how we will be going to create the wireframes and all those things. Okay. So here I have Balsamiq. I am opening the Balsamiq. Okay. So this is like a new project. I'm giving a new project. So this is canvas. Okay. Whatever the white one, we will be going to call it as is canvas. And these are the components. Okay. So these all components we can use. These many components are there in the Balsamiq. Okay. And we are having assets big, like big means like we are having browsers and whatever the things we want, we can use like pie charts if you want to show the statistical way, and buttons. So we can use the buttons. Okay. So here also this is a drag and drop one. Okay. So we can use the buttons and we can use the containers. So we are having so many things. Okay. So if you want to create for iPad also, you can create for the iPad. So this is like we are having that also inbuilt one. Okay. So rough sketch means we will be going to assume like we will be going to draw one box, and we are mentioning that as a browser, right? But here we are not doing in that way. Okay. We are having some inbuilt components. We are using that only. Okay. So if you want to search for anything, we will be going to search here in this search box. Okay. So first I will be going to mention that name. Okay. That application name. So last time we mentioned about Nikita, right? So now I want to mention Bhavya, okay? So or else this Deepak, we will mention Deepak, okay? This is Deepak's application, okay? So I want to like create a web application for Deepak, okay? Same e-commerce website, okay? So the UI I need to prepare. Now I just want to search for browser, okay? I am getting the browser. You just click on this browser, and the browser will be going to be here for you. Okay. You can resize this browser according to you. And if you want to add some background color also, you can add some background color to this browser. Okay. So which color I need to add? Anyone from you? So I'm weak in colors. Okay. I don't know about colors. You just tell me what color I need to add. So let's give chance to Deepak. Yeah, Sonali, she texted. Thank you. Blue color. Is this blue okay? Sorry. This one. Yeah. Okay. So in this blue color only we will be going to do now. Right? So this browser is in the blue color. Okay. Now I just want to mention that this is a Deepak application. So when you double click on this, okay, when you double click on this, you will be going to get this. Okay. Deepak dot app. Okay. .com/register. Okay, so you can mention in this way. Okay, so this is a Deepak application and this is a register page. So for registration page, we discussed that we will be going to give username, password, and all those things, right? So here also the same thing we will implement. So here you can see like text input box. We will be going to give some text input boxes there. Okay, so this is like text input box. Okay, so under this we will be going to write as username. Okay, so the same thing I am copying and pasting here. Okay, and this one will be going to be password, and this one is email, and this one will be mobile number. Okay, so the user should enter username, password, email, and mobile number, right? So here we have given four options. Now in this user interface, for example, if you go for this COEPD only, okay, so when you visit this COEPD, you will be going to get username and password and one button for login, right? So there is no registration for COIPD, like registration process already, like the admin will be going to give the credentials and you will use that credentials. So he have right to like break your credentials, like he can block your credentials, right? So in the same way, like we need to add some button to this, right? So I will be going to add some button here. So here we are having buttons. Click on this button and you just drag button and drop it here and mention this as register. Okay, so you can add color to these buttons also. Okay, you can add color to this button. So if you want to add any color, you can add for the this text input boxes also. Okay, so I just want to add some color, like which color it will be going to good. Yeah, so this color I am using, don't mind about the colors because I'm not good at colors choosing. Okay, these colors I am using. Okay, so here you can use for the text input also if you want to add any logo. Okay, so if you want to add any logo, so you can directly you can go this and you text image. Okay, when you click on this image, you will be going to get this image option, and when you double click on this, you can choose an image from your any application from your this. Okay, so like this you can choose your logo, whatever the logo you want you can choose. Okay, add image. So now I am adding some image, that's it. Okay, we don't have any logo for this. Okay, so you can add any logo by double click on this. You will be going to get the logo, right? You can add that logo. Okay, and next. Okay, so this one you can rename this as register. Okay, so here I just want to duplicate this page. So I'm duplicating this page and I'm renaming as login. So in this login, I am giving username and password. I am removing this both the things. Okay. So to make understand to them, this is a login one. You can change here as login. Okay. Or else you can add some text. Okay. Add some text like this. You can mention as login. Okay. You can resize that into in this way. Okay. You can add some color to this also. Like you can add the login page in this way. So like you can choose whatever the things you need. Okay, like this login page. Okay, and here also I just want to change rename this as login. Okay, so now I have created register and login pages. Okay, now I just want to duplicate this page and I will be removing this all and I am renaming this as product catalog. So the next thing is product catalog only, right? Products. So in these products, I just want to like give 3 to 4 products only, because we like we like I just want to show some sample for you. Later on you can use that whatever the things you want. Okay, so here I just want to give like 3 items. Okay, you tell any 3 items from your side. What kind of items I need to mention here? No, not like that. Like products, any products like shirts, like that. Yeah, Vaishnav shirt, shoes. Yeah, okay. Okay, we will go with furniture. Okay, furnitures. Okay, and this one is like shirts, and this is like we will mention as washing machine. Okay, so we can choose any one or else any two, whatever it is. So for that, we need to choose, like we need to give options, right? So I'm using this num stepper here. So when he want to choose anything, he can choose, like you can decide the numbers also. Like this is like a quantity. Now, how much quantity he requires, he can choose. Okay, so furniture, like furnitures means like tables, glasses, whatever it is, he chooses that categories. Okay, he want to choose like two. This is like I will mention as five, 4. Okay, so how much quantity you want to choose, you can he can choose. And here I just want to add the price. Okay, I'm adding 10,000. Okay, the price is 10,000, and the same thing I am adding here also, but here I want to add only 1,000. And same washing machine, it is like around I mention as 40,000. Okay, so we are giving an option to him, like he can choose. One shirt is 1,000. Okay, if he choose two shirts, he will be going to the price will be going to be increased as 2,000, like that. Okay, so we are mentioning all this. Okay, he can choose any one, or else two, three, whatever it is, he can choose, and he can add to cart. Okay, I am giving this as add to cart. Okay, so this is like add to cart to him. So I will be going to give the check boxes here. So I'm using some button check boxes. Mm, okay, circle button. Okay, so he can choose this option. Like if he want, he can choose. Okay, this is like checkbox. Okay, so if he chooses, okay, if he chooses, the color should be added to that. Like I will add this color. Okay, that means he chose this color. Okay, so the same thing I will be going to duplicate, and this will be renamed as products. Okay, and this one it will be going to be renamed as add to cart. Okay, so in this add cart, I'm just removing this furniture, because I don't want this furniture. I just want to choose one washing machine along with the shed. Okay, so for this I'm adding the color. So I'm adding this red color, that it indicates that he have chosen. Okay, So next thing is like he had chosen this both the things. Okay. And the next thing is like he need to do the payment. Okay. So here I am doing like renaming it as payment. Okay. And here I just want to give an option. Okay. So I want to give options to this like UPI. Okay. And here I am giving an option like COD. I will change these colors. Yeah. And this is cards. Okay. He can choose one among these three and he can do that payment. So for this payment, I am using the button payment. Okay. So for this button also, you can add the color if you want to add any color. So I'm adding this red color. Okay. So after payment, okay, I'm renaming this as payment one. Okay. After this payment, I just want to duplicate this and I will remove this. Okay. I'm removing this and here I am I will mention as this order details. Okay. So I will mention as order details and he need to get all the details of whatever the order he like chosen. Okay. So he will be going to mention about all order details. So if we want to go back, okay, he will be going for the products page. Okay. So this is what I just want to showcase to the development team. Okay. So here in the Balsamiq, we are having some advantage. So we can to represent when we are representing to the clients or any like a development or technical team, we can use this representation and we can tell this username like we can enter like the user will enter username, password, email and mobile number and then he will be going to click on this register. So when he click on this register, he will be going for the login page, right? We need to like when we click on this, it is not going for the login page, so we need to give some links. Okay. So in this Balsamiq, we can give some links here. So when we are giving the links, so it will be going to be like understandable to that technical team. Okay. So this is how the user interface looks like. So when you click on this button, okay, you can give the link to the next page, login button. After registration, login button. So I'm giving this login. So go to the login and give the link to this login button as products. And in the same way for the products, you can give add to cart. Okay. And go to the add to cart and you can give payment. Okay. And in this payment, you can give the last page, that is payment. So I need to choose this. I need to rename it as order details. Okay. So when he click on this back, he need to redirect to this products page. Okay. So these are the links we have given for all the pages. Okay. So when we are representing to the technical team or else client, when we click on this, we will be going to get this user interface and we can explain that the user will this is what about the user interface of this Deepak application. So when he want to register to this application, he will enter username, password, email, mobile number and he will click on this register. So after registration, he will be going to get like username and password. If he enter username and password, then he can log in. So when he click on this login, so he can choose whatever the products he needs. So when he click on this check boxes, he will be going to get an that choose this whatever the products he needs. And when he click on this add to cart, so whatever the products he have chosen, that products will be going to be displayed in this add to cart page, and he can add some quantity like 2 or 3 more shades. Okay, and he if he click on this add to cart, if he want to buy, he will click on add to cart and he will choose any one among these three, and then he will be going to do the payment. If the payment is done successfully, he will get the order details and he can go back to the products page again. Okay, this is how you will be going to display. So this is a normal user interface. Here you will be going to show to the technical team. If you want to design in a clear and good way, you can use all the components. We are having so many components. So like only few components I have used to showcase you about this Balsamiq how to use. Okay, it is like an overview. Okay. See, Pooja, if you are not finding means like you need to click on that button. Okay, you have to choose that button. For that, click on that button and then only you will get. Okay. So if you click on this button, don't click on this page. Okay. Click on this button. Then you will be going to get that links. And you need to choose only button. Okay. Okay. So any doubts here, guys? So we have done with this mockups. So any doubts? You can use all this. Whatever the components are, you can use all the components. Yeah, people. I Yeah, Nisha, we are having draw.io, right? So you can use the draw.io. Okay. So in that draw.io, you can use this. So for all the people, the mockups are like clear, right? How to practice on different case studies. Yeah, you can practice. See here, you will be going to use your thinking power, or is what we can say. It is you will be going to showcase your skills. Okay. So whatever the skills you have, you need to showcase here, like how the development, application or product looks like. Okay. For example, if it is like different one medical, okay, so you will add some products here like a medical products. For every application, there will be both, like common thing is like register, login. After that only, if it is like a product based, you will be going to sell some products, you will be going to get that products. If it is in a different thing means, you will be going to do that according to that application or product. So Balsamiq, they did not install for you. If Balsamiq is not installed, then you can use draw.io. Okay. See, Mac users, I just want to tell you that better to uh, have one OS, this Windows OS. Okay. Because in that draw.io, you can do this Balsamiq. Whatever the Balsamiq features are there, you can do. But when it compares to this Azure, you can't do exactly. It will be not going to get a feel like that. Okay, up to the Balsamiq is okay, but Azure it you can't do it in that draw.io. So better to go with this Windows OS. Okay, so that much of impact it doesn't show in the draw.io when you are using this when you want to create a prototyping. Okay. So now we will start with now we have completed mockups, and now we will go with this prototyping. I am using Azure RP. Okay, so Azure RP also in the same way, but here we will show some functionalities, and we will be going to show some conditions okay, all the things we will show validations. Okay, so here you can see, right, this is called a canvas, and here we will calling this all the things as widgets. So when it compares to Balsamiq and Azure, in this Balsamiq we are having so many components. When it comes to Azure, we are having less widgets. Okay, we are having less widgets. You can see only few widgets are there here. Okay, and this is home page. Like however you have seen in that Balsamiq like pages, right? Here also we are having the pages, and if you want to create any links, okay, you created the links for the Balsamiq, right? Here also in the same way you can create the links. So for creating the links, you can see here, right? And this is about the properties. If you want to add any colors for that, all the things, it will be going to be visible here. Okay, so like still this Xiaomi 210911, who is this? Like he's not adding his name. Yeah, you will understand later on. Okay, you will understand why we are using this. Okay, so let's start. We don't have any browser like Balsamiq and all those things. We need to create our own browser. So for creating the browser, I just want to use this rectangle box. Okay, so this rectangle box, I just want to add some logo. If you want to add in the same way, you can add this image, double click, and you can add that logo. Okay, and for this heading, so this for this we will be going to mention Bhavana Pedzireddy. Okay, so this Bhavana's application, we will be mentioning this as Bhavana's application. Okay, so we are mentioning as Bhavana app. Okay, or else we will mention this as website. Okay, so here if you want to add any color also, you can add. Here you can see the properties and styles. So in the styles you are having this one. Okay, if you want to add any color, you can add. So what color you want? Yeah, from your end, tell one color to me. Orange. Okay, orange means this one. Yeah, this is what orange, right? Yeah, yes, orange. So I want to name it as like register. Okay, so this is registration page, right? And in this registration page, in the same way, there we have the text inputs, right? In the same way, here we are having text fields. Okay, so you can use this text fields. So I'm using all these text fields. Okay, and here also we are having button. We are having two buttons. One is HTML button. Okay, and the other one is button size. Okay, so we need to use this button shape only, sorry. Why? Because for this submit button we can't choose any other shapes. Okay, HTML button, when we are using this HTML button, we can't use any other shapes. When it compares to this button, we can choose whatever the button shape we want. Okay, so if we want to choose any shape, we can choose according to that. Okay, so you got right. So that is the reason we need to use this button shape only rather than using this HTML button. Okay, so I'm removing this, and here I just want to rename this, like I want to name as username. Okay, and this will be a password, and this will be going to be an email. Okay, and this will be mobile number. Okay, so here the user will be going to enter username, password, email, mobile number, and this action I will be going to mention this as register. So if you want to add some color to this also, you can add. So I'm using this shape. Okay, and you can add the color to that register. So I will add some different color. Yeah. Okay, so if you want to add color for this also, you can add color. Okay, so you can add these kind of things. And like I just want to duplicate this page. Okay, I want to rename this as register. Okay, and the next thing is like I want to duplicate this page. Okay, sorry, delete. Yeah, so I want to duplicate the page, and I will delete all this. Give me a minute. Yeah, so I will rename this as login. Okay, so here I will be going to mention this as login, and these two are not required. Okay, I am removing this two, and this will be going to be the login one. Okay, so here I just want to remove this username from here. Okay, and I want to give an hint text. Okay, so here you can see this property, and here you can give the hint text. Okay, so the hint text is username. So rather than giving name here itself, I double clicking on this. I'm choosing this one and I am giving the hint text. Okay, and this hint text is password. So why I am using this hint text means later on when we are previewing it, I will be going to show. And you can choose the type also. So here you can, we are having so many types. You can choose the type like as a, like this is a password. So I am using this password type. Okay, and here in the same way I just want to duplicate this page. This is like a products. Okay, so in this products I will be going to rename this as products page. Okay, and here I will be going to give other things, like I will be choose different widgets. Okay, so I will use this drop list. Okay, so like previously we have mentioned as furniture, but we did not describe like what kind of furnitures are. So here I will describe that. Okay, double click on this, add many. So first of all we need to give as furnitures. Okay, and in this furnitures what are there? Tables and chairs, and next uh, dining table, and sofa. Like we are having like bucket chairs. So we are having these many types. So I am using this. So if you want to whatever the thing, it should be displayed for the first thing, like what should be displayed, like among this all these three, or sorry, among all these five or six types. So you need to choose that one. So when we click on this furniture, the furniture will be going to be displayed here. Okay, so when you choose this table, so the dining table will be going to be displayed. So like that you can you need to choose what should be displayed on that text area. Okay, so I'm using this furniture in the same way. I'm going with, okay, So this is for sheds. Okay. So I will be going to rename this as sheds. Okay. So in this sheds, we are having some Adidas and Puma and Lenin. Okay, these two I'm deleting. Okay, so the shed should be displayed first. I'm clicking on this yes. Okay, so you can drop list other one, and there we have mentioned about washing machine, right? So washing machines, like what kind of companies we are having? Anyone from your side? Yeah, people. All are mentioning. Yeah, yeah. Mine is in at my home. We are having IFB and LG and any other. Yeah, Bosch. Yes, and Whirlpool. Mm. Okay, so okay, enough. Like we have mentioned five, four to five. So like a Dropbox I have mentioned, and if he want to choose, okay, so he can choose according to that quantity. Okay, so if he want to choose that washing machine, he will be going to choose washing machine. What washing machine he likes. So the price will be going to be displayed. Okay, so if you want to mention about that price also, you can add some text area, or else you can add some heading. Okay, if you want to resize also, you can resize. So what will be going to be the price? Okay, so I will be going to copy and paste it here, and this will be going to be starting with 45,000. Okay, and the furniture it starts with 10,000, and the shed starts with 1,000. Okay, so this is the prices we have mentioned here. So he will be going to choose according to that. It will be going to get. Okay, so like if he chooses this furniture, what kind of furniture he wants, he will be going to choose. Okay, so in the same way, he will be going to select what kind of products he needs. Okay, and he will be going to click on add cart. Okay, so this one I am duplicating. This will be going to be add to cart page. So here I just want to remove this washing machine. Okay, I'm removing this washing machine, and here we will be going to mention as add to cart, and the same page I am duplicating. So this page will be going to be a payment one. Okay, this is like payment page, and I am renaming as payment, and here I will remove this one, this all the things. Okay, and I will be going to use this check boxes. Okay, so three check boxes. One is UPI, and this one will be going to be cards, and here it will be going to be COD. Okay, and next I will be going to choose button, like this will be payment one. Okay, and next one he need to get the order details. So I am duplicating the same page. Okay, so I am removing this. Okay, and I'm removing this, and I am using this text area. Okay, so in this text area, he will be going to get order details. So if you want to you add any color to the text area, you can add that color. Okay, so he will be going to get the order details. So if you want to add bold text also, you can add that bold text. Okay, it should be displayed in the middle, it will be going to be displayed in the middle. So whatever the sizes and all the things, you can look into the and okay, so you can increase the text size also. Okay, and this will be going to be back. Okay, when he clicks on this back, he will be going to further products page. So there we have like I will rename in this first. Okay, so there we have like given links, right? Here also we can give the links. So here you can see this register. Click on this register, create a link for login. Okay, so go to this login page, and in the same way create the link for the products and products page. Add to cart, create the link and add to cart. In the same way, payment one. Go to the payment. In the same way, you can click order details. Okay, and back it should be go to this products. Okay, so now I want to preview, and I will be going to showcase about this all whatever the website prototype we have done. Okay, so here you can see this preview button. So you can click on this preview button, and it will be going to be redirect to the other page because it is like highly advanced. Okay, there in the Balsamiq, when we are previewing, we can't enter any username, but here we can enter our username. Okay, and password too. So here what we are doing means we are removing this password and we are entering our password, right? So for emails also in the same way, and for phone numbers also in the same way we are doing. And when we click on this register, it will be going to be register. Okay, and we will go for the next page, that is login page. And when it comes to here, we are not removing any username like that, just we are entering directly. And here the password also, it will be going to be mentioned in this way. Why it is mentioning in this way? Because here in this login we have given the text as username. Okay, hint text, and the password type is like password. When it comes to register, we did not give any hint text here for anything. Like for password we did not give email, and number also we did not given, right? So that is the reason. If we are in this Azure, we are having so many things, so we will be going to show the functionality. Okay, so now you got right how we are showing the functionalities here. So we will be going to show the functionalities. Okay, so here I have entered the password, and when I click on this login, just a moment. Yeah, so here you can see the furniture. When we click on this furniture, we are getting what kind of things we have mentioned, like tables. If you want to choose the tables, you can choose whatever the things you can. And sheds also, what kind of brand you want, you can choose. And washing machine also, what kind of company you want to buy washing machine. And if you want to buy this one, you can click on this, and you can click on the add to cart. Okay, and here again you will be going to be recheck. Okay, and you will be going to choose both and click on the add to cart. And the payment one, if you choose pay UPI, it will be going to be chosen, and you can do the payment, and you will be going to get the order details. And if you want to go back, you can go back to the products. Okay, so this is how we will be going to be display our prototyping, and we will be going to show the functionalities. So by using this prototyping, like the client will be going to feel real-time experience, right? So it's like it visibles like we are using some application only, right? So we can enter, we can choose whatever we need, right? So here I just want to give a few more features. Okay, I want to tell few more features. The first feature is like I want to, here we are logging, right? So when I click on this preview, okay, so here you can see I am entering my name. Okay, I'm I'm entering my password. If I click on this login button, I am going to the next page. But here I want to give some condition. Okay, so the condition is nothing but this is Bhavana's website. So only Bhavana can like log in with this with her credentials. Okay, like if the username is Bhavana and if the password is Bhavana123, then only it should be go forward for the next page. Okay, that condition I want to give. For giving that kind of conditions, here you can click on this login. Okay, so here you will be going to find out the case one. Already we have mentioned for this the page. Okay, page interaction. So when we double click on this, you will be going to get this case one. So click on that case one. Okay, and you will be going to get text on which and all these things. Okay, so for what thing you want to give, it will be going to be asked. So for that, first of all, we need to select this both the things, and we need to give the text fields. Okay, one is username and one is password. Okay, so give the text field names, both the text field names we have given. So go to this login, double click on this case one. Okay, and here you can see this, right? Click on this and select username, and the username should be Bhavana. Okay, and I want to add one more condition, that is for the password. Okay, so for the password, here it we have mentioned like equals to, so you can mention as contains. Okay, contains and whatever the things you have mentioned here you can choose, but for now value is okay. Okay, and the password should be Bhavana 1234. Okay, so I am giving this condition. Okay, I'm clicking on OK, and I want to preview. Okay, later on I will preview. And the other one is like payment one. So here for this add to cart, I have given one color. Okay, so for payment it should be different. I want to do some mouse over. Mouse over means when I enter to this payment, this button. Okay, when the mouse cursor is entering into this payment, the color should be displayed. Okay, like that. So here select this button, click on this mouse over. Okay, you here you can fill color, what color you want. So I want to fill red color. Okay, so I'm using this red color. Okay, and if you want to mention any outer shadow or inner shadow, so if you are mentioning inner shadow it looks like this, and if you are mentioning outer shadow it looks like this. So I am using this outer shadow only, and I am clicking on this OK. Okay, so now I will be going to preview. Okay, so when we end like going for a preview, so for this login page, so I now look in here, I am entering my name. Okay, Vishnu, and Vishnu 1234. Okay, so when I click on this login button, it is not going forward for the next page. Okay, so I am entering now Bhavana, and this one also Bhavana 1234. Okay, so Bhavana 1234. When I click on this login button, it will be going to move forward for the next page. Okay, and if I choose in whatever the things I need. Okay, and if I need to do that payment. Okay, when I enter this cursor here, the payment, whatever the button, it will be going to be shown in a different way. You can see, right? So when I enter here, the button will be going to be shown displayed in this way, and we can enter the button like this. Okay, so this is how we will be going to use. Okay, so any doubts